No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the shotgun. And the first play is stuffed, and the visitors know they're not exactly being welcomed in this place. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quickly out to the tight end. Open space at the 25. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They want to run this quarterback. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Power football with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Across the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much.
Oh, it's going to be a game, bruh.
It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Monk.
I saw that user. I was like, oh, yeah.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
That nigga 90 speed.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gonna let it fly.
Oh, come on.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back who caught the swing pass there on the right perimeter.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll go to the air. Quarterback moving. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin.
Touchdown, Arizona State! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're working that left side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's looking to throw on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Motion from the wideout. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Snags it over the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Matthews.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Clock ticks down. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this.
That was a straight prayer. Let's go.
There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players.
I don't know how the other dude, the corner on the right, didn't come over. How old am I? 41.
He'll bring it out. It's Munger. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Old nigga wisdom.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense.
So now, hold on. Let me relax. Let me get too fucking happy.
Get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, man.
This point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to
Lock in, guys.
Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. defense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Wide receiver going in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap.
Oh my God,
He's
dog.
going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and goal, you'd really hate to waste this great field position by settling for a field goal. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. So they'll send out the field goal unit, and he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle, and now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Mung. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gives it on the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got room to work. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State.
This is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard-hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. Makes a grab deep. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He wants to throw it. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Gets away from one. He's got space. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break.
I got all the momentum right now. I know you're sick right now.
It's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started.
I got all the momentum right now. Oh, no, this is a big drive.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going into halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Wants to fire on second down.
What the fuck?
And the pressure
Come on, dog. That's crazy.
And the defense,
of course, this is what I'm talking about. It's a big drive. They're going to
answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments that time. They were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down.
Come on.
It's Graves.
No,
Nice
freshman.
throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable.
Can't play that any better than that, bro.
Ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now, because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a...
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back.
And talk about being an impact player.